What is going on, everybody? This is your bo4, and today I'm really excited to bring you guys this tips and tricks guide on how to get diamond camo fast and easy. I think the camos are one of the things you can kind of flex on in Call of Duty and let other people know you committed to the grind or you're good at the game. So I want to help you guys get to diamond, dark matter, whatever it is you want to get to. Maybe it's just gold for one gun. But that being said, let's just jump right into this guide. Now, one thing I do want to touch on really quick is the headshots. Headshots are incredibly annoying to get, and they're the hardest part of getting gold camos in this game. They just take an incredibly long amount of time, and you just have to grind them out and be willing to put in time. That being said, there are a couple tips that I have for you guys to make getting those headshots really easy. The first one of those tips being the attachments that you use on your gun, and this goes for almost every single gun in the game. In my opinion, there are 3 attachments that are going to make getting headshots extremely easy. Well, maybe not easy, but much easier than it would be. And those are going to be having a reflex sight or an elo sight, grip, and or a high caliber. Now, I know not every gun has access to the same attachments in this game, but if you can run 2 of those, or even just 1 of those, or maybe all 3 of those, you are going to be golden. Each one of those allows you to get headshots in different ways. So obviously grip is going to increase your overall accuracy. What a reflex sight or an elo sight is going to do is get those pesky iron sights out of your way and just let you have a nice red dot that you can put right on the enemy's head to zero in those headshots. And of course, high caliber does more damage when you hit the enemy in the head. And that way, when you hit headshots, they die much quicker, and that gives them less chance to move around and throw your accuracy off. The next tip I have for getting headshots is using the correct specialist. Now, you have a lot of different specialists to choose from in Black Ops 4. I think it's 8 or something like that. But there's 2 you should use when you're going for headshots, and those are Prophet and Ajax. Prophet is really nice. He's what I used when I went for most of my headshots because he has a seeker drone which zaps people and holds them in place, and they can't shoot back at you, and you can just run up and get an easy free headshot. Prophet also has his Tempest rifle, which when you shoot people, downs them, and they can't shoot back at you either, and you just run up, and while they're on the ground, you aim in, and you shoot their heads, and then you get another free headshot. Ajax is similar because of his 9-bang, but the only difference is the enemies can shoot back. However, one of the nice things about Ajax 9-bang is that it can stun entire teams, whereas Prophet's Seeker Drone can only stun 1 person. So hopefully those tips will make it much easier for you guys to get headshots, but obviously headshots aren't the only thing you need to get diamond. You also need to complete the other challenges after headshots in order to get gold for each gun so that you can get diamond for each gun. And honestly, my biggest tip for going for the tactical challenges after you finish the headshots is to play with a team. Play with a team that will support you and throw up score streaks specifically so that you can go after these streaks. It'll be much easier to get 50 kills without attachments if you have a teammate constantly throwing up a UAV and a counter UAV, or teammates that are calling out where the enemies are for you. So my first tip is to get a group of buddies on that you can play with, but if you don't have friends, that's okay. You're like me, and I have other tips for you. The next tip is don't be afraid to switch up the game mode. And when I say don't be afraid to switch up the game mode, I'm mostly referring to hardcore game modes. They can make it so much easier to complete some of these challenges so much faster, and an easy example of that is when going for long shots with the assault rifles. It is much easier to hit a long shot in hardcore than in core, because in hardcore it only takes like 2 shots to kill with an assault rifle, almost at any range, whereas in core you have to hit like 5 or 6 shots. So that's just one easy example of how much easier it can be in hardcore. You just have to be willing and open to trying out different things. So those are the tips and tricks that I have for you guys for getting diamond camo. If these tips and tricks did help you, please let me know down in the comments below, and as well by hitting that like button. If you're interested in seeing more content like this, feel free to check out my channel and hit that subscribe button, maybe even that bell notification next to it if you're feeling risky. But as for now, this is your bo4 signing off. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.